Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel Karma on Deck. I'm Karma from My Psychic One. Let's go ahead and get your reading out, Sagittarius. How are you? Let's see what you have to look forward to for this week of August 11th through the 17th. What shows up? I'm doing these live because my equipment is not here yet, and we're going at old school, sitting outside in 100-degree weather for you guys because I'm committed to getting this done. So let's take a look and see what's up for you. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been doing a little R&R for Karma. It's been a rough month. I've been overdoing it, leaving myself with no reserves, and kind of not planning my work well. So thank you for joining me. Let's take a look and see what is up here for us. Uh-oh. Some cards inverted already. Let's take a look and see. It's gorgeous out here. I'm gonna have to get in the pool in a minute. Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. First thing that comes up here is the Eight of Swords. You're feeling a little overwhelmed. A lot is going on in your life right now. The Eight of Swords is overwhelmed. You have these blinders on right now because what's happening is there's so many items that's requiring your time that you're going from event to event, right? And you're just a little overwhelmed with the pace of things, okay? The Emperor, you show up as an Emperor. You're strong, you're powerful, you're independent. You have a tendency to not consult people when you make decisions. The Emperor is someone that is very direct and powerful. An Emperor rules alone. An Emperor is someone that rules absolutely with authority as well. So if you're going to be expected to take on that role of authority a little bit, please step into that because this is telling me this is actually who you are. And sometimes you pull your punches a little bit, you know, feeling like you shouldn't be so direct, but then again, who is the one that should be direct when it comes to your life? Who's the one that should be forceful? This is your nature. This is who you are. So step into being a little more aggressive, being a little more powerful, and playing with that energy because people look to you in that way. First thing that comes up for you, though, that's of importance, that's significant, I should say, is the Ace of Cups. You have some emotions in your life or that are coming up that are fulfilled. The Ace of Cups is about love and fulfillment. So, you know, your Ace card, this is balance for you. This is emotional fulfillment in a lot of ways. And it feels like it's happening in every way. All the things are coming into alignment in your life. I do have the Three of Coins for you if there's extra labor going on at work and you're playing with your Three of Coins. You might have some overtime or some extra tasks coming up, or you might even just be doing some physical labor that's fatiguing. You're sitting on a decision right now. You have the Two of Swords. This is one of those situations where it's six of one, half dozen of the other, and you have the Justice in the middle, the balance, right? There's this individual is holding the sword by the tail and also by the fist. So either direction this individual goes with the decision in the middle, the balance, it feels like you can't win. Or you have to give up one thing to have another. I don't know if that is referencing work or love or what, but you also have the Fool card right next to it. The Fool card is sum zero. Sum zero being perfect opportunity, a crossroads, it's choices, it's, you know, one of my favorite cards, actually my two favorite cards in the deck, you guys all know this, is the Fool card and the Death card. The Death card meaning change, renewal and balance, and the Fool card being opportunity. It's when all things are said and done, sum zero can equal anything. You can go forward, you can go backward, but mostly it's a positive affect. You're going to head into more positive things. You do have the Magician. Jesus, you have three major cards already if you've been following along. Minors are cup of tea. Major is the volcano and heat, like the difference in the two. One is manageable, normal day to day, but the Magician is memorable. It's one of those things where you can pull anything off. You are quite magical. The Magician being the person on the stage. There's no dress rehearsal anymore. You're actually pulling it all off right now. You should take some pride in that because mastery, the Magician has to do with mastery, and behind that is the Emperor. If you could see this, you would see that the top row has the Emperor and then the Magician is directly below it. So the Magician, there's no more dress rehearsal. There's no more costumes. There's no more pulleys. There's no more dress rehearsal, sound check, fuck it, you're on, okay? But that's good because the Magician doesn't necessarily just mean that you're going on. It means you're doing it well. You are the show. Boom, I have my favorite two cards in a reading for you. So I have the Fool card and the Death card. So because these are looking so positive, this is all positive change and change for you as a whole. Six of Coins, if you're looking for a second job, another job, or more money, it's telling me that you might possibly be looked at for a new opportunity. We have the Balance here, and he's above the mushrooms, which is a little bit like fantasy here. But these are all about money. Man, you are looking good, Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the win. We've only done 3 readings so far this week, but this is amazing for you, Sagittarius. Mwah, I like it. So we have the King of Swords. That means you won the war. Now you must win the peace. So it doesn't mean you necessarily won. It means there's still work to do. So foundations to be built, new laws and rules to be put into play. I always use the war analogy for that one, because as you're looking at the King of Swords, it's all about the mountains in the background. You've accomplished everything you need to right here, and now you just need to... Ooh, I figured it out. All right, if you guys are still there, that's kind of cool. All right, so for some reason my entire screen went blank. I lost everything, and when I logged back into my YouTube, I was able to come back to you, because I was literally going to restart this reading from where I left off and see if I could find this recording. So anyways, like I was saying, the King of Swords, uh-oh, it's getting hot. That's why. Alrighty, it's hot out here, guys. So this will be the last one for a little while. So anyways, like I was saying, the King of Swords is like moving into a house and then unpacking and decorating it like you like it. It's having the accomplishment that you had set your goal. But here we have another major card for you, which is Temperance. Temperance is a beautiful card, especially if you're doing your work, doing your shadow work, doing the work that is valuable to your soul. Okay, so the Temperance card is about balance. So if you look at him, this little cutie is looking into the water. He's looking at a reflection of himself, and he's feeling the give and take of the angels. He's feeling the divine in his life, and he's taking a look at himself in the mirror, and as he looks there, he's seeing the good, the beneficial, the bad, the mistakes and the accomplishments, and he's really taking a good look naked at himself, and he's seeing his value and his guidance and the spiritual influence in his life, and starting to really take a look at himself. The Queen of Wands behind this is showing up, and it's showing me that you have divine feminine in your life. And again, so this is really interesting too for those of you Sagittarius that are looking for a job. Remember, we talked about work and labor and money coming up earlier in your reading. We do have the Two of Coins. This is a job offer. So if you've been putting applications out or looking, or if you've had it on your mind, you'll suddenly see a collaboration or a job offer coming your way. I do, Sagittarius, have another major card for you. That's the Lovers card. This is the powerhouse for you, your power, because the end result card matches in opposition with the Emperor card at the top of the reading. We have the Emperor and the Nine of Swords. So remember what I was saying to you, dear Sagittarius, was that you need to step into your leadership a little bit more, and it's expected of you. Please see yourself as others do, and they're expecting you to lead. So wherever that comes up, whether it's work or home or in your love life or in your mentorship, I am seeing definitely that you need to step into leadership a little bit more. So excuse me if I go a little forceful on that, because it's such a huge impression for me right now to speak on that. In addition to that, I do have the Strength card. So right here, this is Strength and Balance. You have, I want to point this out to you. So you have the Strength card. You have the Caduceus in the middle. You have the Lion and the Dragon here, where these are coming directly into balance. And if you look, this looks like balance too. This looks like balance. But now, look at this. Remember, we talked about Temperance. I want you to pay attention to these Temperance, looking at yourself, looking in the mirror, in a good way. Good, bad, the ugly. But it's so good. You're starting to see the connection here. And then we have the Ace of Cups, Divine Fulfillment. The Fool card, Sun Zero, Opportunity. The Magician, you're going to pull it all off. The Magician and the Emperor together are amazing. Anything you take on, you can do, Sagittarius. Right now, anyways. It's time for you to accept that, whatever this may be. But we have the Magician here. So that's you on stage. You're pulling it off. You're getting it knocked out. Okay? Like I said, the cool thing for you, Sag, is the Death card, which is renewal, rebirth, a new life, a new... It's my favorite card. Anyways, guys, you know where to find me, karmaondeck.com. If you want a one-on-one with me, you know how to find me. Also, please check out My Psychic One. That's the website that I work for. It's pretty exciting things going on with that. Check it out. I invite you to meet the other advisors and come find me on there. If you want your one-on-one, you know where to do it. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next week.
I'm cooking this afternoon. everybody.